Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. If you are watching on the replay, and if you are watching on the replay, do make sure you give me a hashtag replay in the comments so that I can look back and say hello to you at a later date. This is the Business Wealth Show, and today being Tuesday, this is Top Tip Tuesday. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Do give me a hello in the comments. Let me know that you are here. I would love to know who is watching and how you are doing today. So do give me a hello in the comments and let me know so that we can connect and so that I can say hello back to you. Like I said, this is Top Tip Tuesday on the Business Wealth Show, and today's topic is how might your customers react? Good morning, Scott. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate the hello very, very much. So for those of you that don't know me, if you are new to me, my name is Annette Ferguson. I am CEO of Annette & Co, UK-based accounting firm. I am a chartered accountant, certified profit first professional and financial strategist, and I help business owners take home lots more money from their business for them and their families to enjoy. So today I want to tell you a story that happened to me in the last week. And it's under the kind of title of how might your customers react? Because within the last week, well, actually, I'm going to pre-frame this. So for accountants in the UK, January is notoriously a very busy month for us. It is a little bit crazy often for many accounting firms. So that's kind of how we're coming into this conversation. And in the last week, one of the software providers that provides project management tools for the accounting sector announced to all of its customers, including me, we are also a customer, that they were actually being bought over by one of the really big players in the industry. Now, this very big player does not have a good reputation when it comes to buying up smaller businesses. They have historically increased prices significantly for the user. They have historically moved people from month-to-month contracts into 5-year deals and those kinds of things. And they have also historically been horrendous with customer service as well and listening to their clients. So this software provider that a lot of people were using have gone from being a small-ish business where we can raise tickets when there's problems, speak to the people who are building it and maintaining it within a Facebook group, all those kinds of things, and they've been bought out by one of these big boys. Now, I can only assume it's a great deal for the founders of the software. It's a great piece of software. However, there is now a huge worry amongst as many users as I can find that actually things are going to go downhill from here, and a mass exodus of their customer base has just started. People are now very actively looking elsewhere, despite this being their busiest season. Despite accountants' busiest season happening right now, people are going, oh my goodness, this is another thing I need to get done ASAP. I do not want to be a customer of this big player. Okay. Good morning, everyone who's tuning in. Moyen, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are well this morning. Who else do we have tuning in today? Hello. I can see that we have a few people coming in. Justin, hello. Eloisa, good morning to you. Thank you for joining me. So in this story, now, of course, one thing that the software business cannot do is it can't announce to everyone else and the marketplace what is happening prior to it actually happening. So, they won't have been allowed to actually come and say to its users prior to them announcing it. They won't have been allowed to do that. They won't have been allowed to say to the customers, this is underway. We're speaking to this company. What do you think? That will have, there'll have been NDAs signed. They can't announce things to the marketplace, to some people before others, etc., etc. So I completely understand why they were not able to tell people sooner. But the big issue that they had is that they announced this to all of us via an email, and the announcement was that it was a good news story, and no one took it that way. Everyone saw the name of the business that was buying them over and said, oh no, this is horrendous. We know the history that this big company has, and we do not want to be a part of it. Many people saying, I always said I would never buy from this big business again, and I'm not going to change that now. My previous, experience was awful. So the small software company has now got a big mop up on its hands because, I don't know how many customers it will lose, but I suspect as part of the deal, it came with a certain number of users. I suspect that the price was based on a certain user base. And if there's going to be a mass exodus from the customers, they're going to have a problem with that deal. But also, it's soured everything for the individual customer as well. So could they have done it a bit differently? Well, if they wanted that business to buy them over, that is their choice, of course, but perhaps addressing the issues that people had up front and being on the ball with the fact that this big company had this history of issues, and actually coming up and addressing that head on rather than leaving it to be the elephant in the room that then emerged, hours after the email was sent out and hundreds of people had started commenting in their Facebook group. So when we make changes in our business that affect our customers and clients, we need to be really aware of the issues that exist for them. Things that we are announcing could be a great good news story for us personally. And maybe we even do think that they're a good news story for the customer and client ultimately, but we need to be able to take our customers and clients on that journey with us. Now, NDAs aside, they can't have taken us on the entire journey, but from when they were able to announce it, they could have taken us on the journey with them, and they could have explained the reasons behind it. They could have acknowledged that there were going to then be these worries that people then had around that big business buying over the small software company. They could have addressed them. They could have come live into their Facebook group and been really open and honest. They could have had a webinar about it. There are various ways that it could have been communicated rather than just this is great news for us email, which for the customers and clients, no one that I have found has seen it that way at all. So that is my tip for today. That is my message for today, is to make sure that when you are making changes to your business, which you will, because we do, to make sure that as much as you possibly can, you are taking your customers and clients on the journey with you. You're explaining why things are changing, why it's going to actually be a good thing for them. And you make sure that you understand as much as you possibly can their worries and concerns, and you address those up front. You are clear that you understand. You are clear that you know where they're coming from, and you are clear that things are being put in place to mitigate these problems that exist as well. So I hope that top tip has been useful for you, because things will always change in our businesses. That is the very nature of business. But we also need to make sure that we do not alienate our loyal customer and client base, and that we take them along with us for the journey. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today. I do appreciate it so much. Now, if you are not already taking part in the Wealth Lab, building your implementable profit plan this week. I invite you to join me. We had an incredible first session yesterday, and it's not too late to catch up on that session as well. So if you have not already registered, do make sure you register to join me for the Wealth Lab, building your implementable profit plan. You just need to head to annetteandco.uk/TWL in order to register for that. The link is on the screen just now. So do make sure you come and register for that. Take part in the Wealth Lab all this week. It is not too late to do that. This week, I am teaching you exactly how to build a highly implementable profit plan in your business. I am going through step by step every day this week so that you can go from a place of perhaps lack of clarity around profitability and take home to being certain of what that is going to be over the next 12 months and having a plan in place to implement that as well. So I invite you to join me for that. Like I say, it is not too late to register. The replays are available as well for session 1. So do come and join me for that. And I cannot wait to see you on the inside for that session as well. Session 2 later today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope you have an incredible day. I know your time is incredibly precious, so I appreciate you spending some of it with me, and I will speak to you all really soon. Take care, everyone.